Tommy, you must really feel for the boys in the dressing room after putting such a great performance on.
I do. I mean, I thought they've given me everything that they could give me, and ultimately they've been victim of a few poor decisions in the second half, which has ultimately cost us. And we should have a penalty with Danny. There is contact. His left knee goes inward. There's no contact in the ball, and that's a penalty. I mean, you can argue it's soft all day long, but that should be a penalty. And it's beyond me how you can give that one. And we should have another penalty when the ball's in play off a corner and he blows his whistle and warns the Celtic player about dragging Joe to the ground. You do it before the ball's in play. The ball's in play. Again, they'll argue it's a split decision, but we didn't get any real decision today from the referee at all over the pitch. And the penalty decisions just really, make the situation even worse for us.
How well did the team do from a goal down to make it 2-1?
I thought they were excellent. I thought Celtic came out of the blocks really good, and we could have been 1 or 2 down before they scored eventually. But we rallied, and we had a game plan, and we caused them problems. Richards had a great chance. David's got a great chance. We've caused problems at corners, and we scored 2 decent goals from our point of view. It's a corner we've worked on, and we're talking about getting crosses in the box and getting that player that was up top with Graham arriving late in the box, and David done it extremely well. And everything that we'd planned had went to script, and we got our noses ahead. They started the second half well, but the game was sort of quieting down a wee bit, and it wasn't. We weren't under any real pressure, and then out of nowhere they get a penalty kick. So, and in that time we should have had one at the other end to go 3-1 up. But there you go. We'll dust ourselves down. The one thing I'd say is the players should be proud of their performance today.
Before that goal went in to make it 2-2, do you feel Saints could have held on to that lead or at least got a point from the game?
Well, we don't know that. But one thing I do know is we were on a hell of a better chance to do it, and that's a fact. And the longer the game goes on, Celtic maybe have to commit even more men forward, and we can get more space to go and counter on them. But we won't know that. And Celtic could go on and win the game 3-2, 4-2, 5-2 without the penalty decision. Who knows? But that scenario was taken away from us from a poor decision.
Pleased for Keith Watson to get his first goal for the club?
I'm pleased for them all, pleased for Keith. I mean, he's had a hard time. He's a great header back across the keeper, and I'm pleased for them all because they put in a real shift today, and at times they played some good quick football as well, and countered in Celtic very well at times.
Stephen Anderson and Chris Kane missing from the squad today. How are they?
Well, Stephen Anderson's got tonsillitis, and Chris Kane still hasn't recovered from his virus, so hopefully they'll be on the mend and be back for next week.
And that's it, expecting the boys just to kind of bounce back. A bit despondent this afternoon given that, but next week against Partick Thistle?
The despondency I think might come tomorrow. I think the anger is probably the one emotion that we have at the minute.
Just finally, this week some good news. Richard Foster, Joe Shaughnessy and David Witherspoon signed new contracts. How big is that for the club?
That's massive for the club, and hopefully there'll be more signing next week.
Cheers Tommy, thank you. Cheers.